Yeah, exactly.
And there happens to be a camera there.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Oh, you look great. Let's see, get some of the green there. Perfect.
Technology.
I know. Friend and foe.
I know. All wrapped up in one.
All right. So, usually you start with your name and where you're from and what brought you down here in the first place.
Diana Cloud. I'm from Sarasota, Florida. I'm an interior designer. It's what I do for a living. And what brought me down here? You know, I just had a voice say, I think you actually have a wonderful experience going down and doing ayahuasca. I'd done a lot of reading about it, different people's experiences, which were pretty vague.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never really an answer to my question. So the biggest thing for me was finding the right place. I'd done a lot of YouTube watching, which was not a good idea. Um, but in one respect, it actually was a good idea because it helped me really know what I was looking for. I mean, I really wanted the experience to be sacred. And the stuff I was seeing on YouTube was not much spirituality, sacredness going on. It was just more about going down and having experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I love to research. So I'm a big researcher. So I was on searching website after website, and Behold's website just totally got me. And then when I saw the three of your photos, and I just energetically connected to all three of you, I just thought this is the right place. So as far as the experience goes, I can see why most of what came back from other people was vague, because it's such a personal phenomenon for everybody, and all three of my experiences were so different, and um, there's so much packed in each one. I still haven't even begun to unpack them. But after talking with Amina, she said, "Di, you've got plenty of time. It'll all start to shake out and start to make some sense as time rolls on, and just you got to be patient." But I mean, there was a lot,
Yeah.
a lot in there, and I guess at the end of the day, I just feel more connected to me, more connected to the love space inside of me than before I got here. Um, I don't know that I've ever experienced unconditional love the way I experienced it here. And that's probably one of the most profound statements you can make about something like this, because unconditional love is so rare.
Mm-hmm.
And the group we had was just extraordinary. I was so grateful that the group that got together, because everybody was so wonderful about letting go and connecting and being vulnerable and sharing the darkness as well as the lightness. And and there's just something when 12 people drop in and share that sort of thing with you, that you just, it's like they'll be friends for life. I mean, they're just amazing. And you, Luke, yeah, you were the start. My first conversation with you, I knew. And Daniel, yeah. So I cannot highly say to anybody, you Behold is an amazing place. This facility, as I told you, is unbelievable here in Villa de Brava. It just is, sacred geometry everywhere you look. It's just stunningly beautiful.
It is a pretty beautiful space.
Yeah. I mean, everywhere you look, just beautiful.
And you had, this was your first experience with any kind of plant
My
medicine?
first experience with any kind of drug. I smoked pot 3 times in my life, and I didn't like it.
And so what made you decide to work with ayahuasca, which is like one of the most powerful medicines out there?
You know, I felt like I hadn't gotten to the bottom of some of my issues as a child.
Mm.
I'd done a lot of therapy, I'd done a lot of personal growth work over the years, last 30 years. But there felt like there was still something there that was hidden pretty deep that I just hadn't gotten to. And I wanted to get it out and up. And boy, did I get that. Yeah. You know, not sometimes when you dig into the subconscious level and you're pulling up stuff, it's not pretty, but that's part of the growth is getting it up, getting it out. So that was the number one intention for me, was getting anything that in my history that I hadn't addressed or dealt with, getting it up. I really, the last, whatever I have left in life, 20, 30 years, I don't know, I want it to be in service in a spiritual realm, and I knew I couldn't move forward in that direction if I still had some stuff in there that I hadn't addressed. And so the best way to do it is good old Mama Aya. She will bring it out. I mean, the first thing you said to me, I said, well, here's my list of intentions. And the first one was that. And you said, don't worry. You're not going to go any further until you look at that. I thought, well, then what more can I ask for? Yeah.
So what's next from here, do you think?
Well, I'm actually meeting with a dear friend who's a integration therapist. So I'm going to spend 3 days with her, sharing my experience with her, and then we're going to go into some serious integration over it.
I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah. Actually, what I'm grateful for is you telling me, if you can, take a few days before you go back to the world, do it. Boy, after the experience, I cannot tell you how grateful I am to stay 3 more days and just be. Be.
Yeah.
I can, you know, given how I'm feeling, to jump right back into the world of business and family and all that. So anybody listening to this, heed Luke's advice. Stay a few days, drop in. Yeah.
So for knowing what you know now, after going through the experience, like what advice would you have given yourself before coming down here? Or anyone else who's considering coming down? Like,
oh, just be thoughtful about your intentions. They're very important. You know, the notion of, you know, going into a sacred ceremony like this is, you know, sacred. It's a hard one to describe. I mean, I followed true to what I came here to do. I mean, there were times I was, you know, afraid, and I didn't, you know, I wanted to back off, but I went, you. No.
you mean before you came down?
No, what I hear.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, there's some scary stuff in there. And, you know, it's, you know, you just, I mean, the last ceremony, I fidgeted the whole entire time. And, you know, fidgeting is part of resistance. So I was, you know, I watched the resistance, but I would breathe through it so that I could see the next wave come and, you know, let it, and not, but I still fidgeted the whole time. It was wild. Don't ever remember experiencing that kind of level of fidgeting, but anyway, but I'm excited. I'm gonna go to Costa Rica next year and do Bufo, is it? Yeah, definitely am gonna I want to see what the facility down in Costa Rica is all about. And after meeting Danny and Sarah, I really, yeah, they're just very special people. Yeah.
Good folks.
So that's next year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. About the ceremony itself, like, what advice would you give to someone who's like walking into ceremony for the first time, in terms of like what to expect, how to approach it?
Reverence. It's a watching the three of you do what you do for us, the participants in the group. It's just, I mean, it's hard to describe. It's like a whole nother realm in and of itself. I mean, I can't imagine doing this without what you all brought to the ceremony. It's a scary thing when you're walking, especially for me, because I'd never done anything like this. So I had nothing to go off of. Yeah. It was just blind faith that I was going to be okay. But you three brought such a space of safety. I can't even, I mean, never once did I feel I wasn't safe, no matter what I was going to experience. And to me, there's no price tag you can put on that. And the breath work, oh my God, never had done breath work before. Whoa, that was quite an incredible experience, one of which I will continue in that and meditation for sure.
Good.
Just incredible insights. So
Medicine's inside you.
I'm telling you, it's still perking in there too.
Good.
Yeah, it's still in there. I was still having some visions last night.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I would imagine they'll continue for a while. It's okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to share?
It's just that you're an amazing person, and I love you to death, and I can't thank you enough for creating that space of love and making me feel safe.
It's an honor.
At 68, you fly down to Mexico and do ayahuasca. Hello. It can be a little hairy. That you made it all just work.
Well,
So my gratitude for you is immense.
takes a lot of trust on your end to make that journey down too. So thank you for that.
Well, I can't recommend this place enough, guys. Sign up. Get here. It's beautiful.
Bring your friends and family.
Yeah, bring your friends and family.
At the same time, it's like not for everybody, is it?
No, for me, it's more about my spiritual journey. I mean, not everybody comes here for that reason.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own reason.
Yeah.
It's for me getting more in touch with my spiritual self.
So how do you think someone would, like someone who's on the fence and kind of feeling the call to perhaps work with this medicine, like what would you say to that person who's...
Trust their gut. Get out of your head. Your head is going to tell you all the... at this point in my life, I don't listen to my head much anymore. It's pretty much all my gut. It's never let me down.
Yeah.
Wasn't always the case. I lost all my money because I listened to my head. So, yeah, great lesson though. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.
If you can trust your gut over your intellect, you've won a big battle. Yeah. So, okay, I lost everything. You get up, pick yourself up, and get on with it. Yeah. Big deal. So.
Now you're in Mexico on the other side of an ayahuasca retreat.
That's right.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? Well, it's wonderful.
Well, thanks, Diana. Appreciate your time. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming down here. Thanks for all the love you bring to us and all the other guests too. It was really beautiful to see you loving on everybody. And
yeah, they were all incredible. How could you not? I mean, they're all lovable bunnies, all
Yeah,
of
but
them.
you came down like your heart was already ready to give
Well,
hugs. And
my friends and family would tell you that's just me.
that's you. Yeah.
That's just me. Yeah, I have a huge open heart, and you know what? The ironic thing about that is, the more you give, the more you get.
Yeah.
You know, I talk to people all the time about my clients in design. I have the best clients. And they all laugh at me and they go, but I, it's because of you. I go, nah. No, I give, they give back. That's how it works.
Yeah. I think that's one of life's most beautiful secrets that people are still discovering.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you know, my whole history got me to get this one, though. You know, when you get to this age, hopefully you're getting some things, you know?
Yeah.
And heart space is biggie, you know? And then, of course, I had to learn. I mean, I could give love out all the time. The problem was I wasn't giving it to myself. And so over the years, I went, well, wait a minute, you know, you gotta drop in and love yourself, or they're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, old age, it's a great thing.
I can't wait. I feel like it's right around the corner.
Oh, for God's sakes, no. You're still a child, Luke.
Definitely act like one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, man. That's cool. That's great. We can wrap it up there.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's get a hug.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're the best, man.
I want you to come to Costa Rica when I go down.
Yeah, let me know when you're going.
You got to come down and play, man.